In 18th century Hyderabad, the Paigah nobility held a position matched only by the ruling Nizams. They were fierce loyalists, and their wealth is written into their attire, with diamonds and pearls woven directly into their daily clothing. This was a family that commanded its own private armies and controlled vast, sprawling estates. Power of this scale typically creates an expectation of towering, skyline-dominating monuments for the dead. Instead, their necropolis is tucked away down a quiet lane, 4 kilometers from the Charminar. The Paigah tombs occupy a relatively small 2-acre site, which is enclosed by low-profile whitewashed walls. Closer inspection of the walls and canopies reveals a distinct pattern, absolute variation. Not a single design in this entire complex repeats. Every individual resting place, every carved canopy, and every perforated screen, or jolly, was treated as a bespoke design challenge. The craftsmen were prevented from reusing their patterns. This posed a difficult logistical question for the builders. How do you design an entire graveyard for an extensive noble family while ensuring that no 2 spots are alike? The site functions as a monumental effort to immortalize individual identity. The architects invented a totally new visual vocabulary for every family member, ensuring each noble possessed a unique aesthetic legacy. To maintain this variety, the architects avoided relying on a single local tradition. They treated the necropolis as an encyclopedia of world architecture. Sourced from Spain, the influence of Moorish architecture is prominent here. The deep, textured carvings and the specific geometry of these archways bring a Mediterranean character to the Hyderabad suburb. These European elements sit alongside Persian floral motifs and carved Rajputana jollies. By combining these different traditions, the builders developed a specific Deccani architectural language. They even used uniquely Indian structural hybrids, like large primary arches fringed by smaller semicircular arches. Carving these intricate patterns into stone would have been too slow for the scale of the project. Instead, the builders used a malleable mixture of lime and mortar with inlaid marble, which allowed for rapid, high-detail work. However, lime mortar is brittle. These thin screens appear structurally unsupported, raising questions about their 2-century survival. Restoration revealed their secret. Inside the delicate mortar, builders embedded a skeleton of terracotta tiles and iron cores to bear the complex weight. This combination of global aesthetics and hidden engineering allowed the architects to meet the family's demand for endless bespoke opulence. Design uniqueness mapped out family hierarchy. Complexity indicated noble rank. Sir Rashid commissioned explicit architectural exceptions for his immediate family, like significantly larger central archways. He reserved highly decorated, one-of-a-kind stucco work exclusively for his grandmother's tomb. Despite this focus on earthly extravagance, the entire necropolis is governed by one strict constraint. The rooms are known as chalkandis, tombs that are entirely unroofed and open to the sky. This was a theological choice, emulating the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. To show spiritual devotion, the emperor requested his own grave be simple and roofless. The Paigah tombs balance this paradox. They display earthly status through bespoke design, while maintaining spiritual modesty by leaving the graves exposed to the heavens. Conservationists are currently removing decades of inappropriate cement repairs, uncovering the pristine white lime mortar originally used by the builders. Over 100 minarets are being reconstructed, using the same traditional construction practices identified on site. These tombs serve as an architectural fingerprint of a well-traveled cosmopolitan dynasty. The 2-acre site demonstrates how Hyderabad functioned as a global crossroads, where diverse cultures were synthesized into a single aesthetic. The architects immortalized the Paigah nobility by defying the past. They refused to replicate existing designs, ensuring every tomb remained a distinct work of art. Ultimately, legacy is defined by this refusal to repeat. The architects built something so specific to the individual that it can never be perfectly replicated.